In chapter 1698, the emotional turmoil surrounding Duncan's condition deepens as his family and friends grapple with his profound despair. The visit of the York brothers, Zachary and Callum, to the hospital only underscores the gravity of the situation. Duncan's reluctance to see anyone has intensified, causing him to isolate himself further. His inability to communicate with others, coupled with his stubbornness, leaves him in a state of constant frustration. He resents the sympathy he perceives in the eyes of those who visit him, pushing away even his close friends and family. Mrs. Lewis is racked with grief and shame, thinking that her insistence on taking care of him directly contributed to his hopelessness. She tells Zachary and Callum York about Duncan's current mental state and how she is trying to get consolation from them. To make matters worse for the family, Duncan's brothers and sister in law have also been turned away when they have tried to see him. Zachary, recognizing the urgency of the situation, suggests that Duncan be taken outside in a wheelchair for a change of scenery. He emphasizes the importance of changing Duncan's perspective and rekindling his faith in life. However, Mrs. Lewis reveals that even sitting in a wheelchair causes tremendous pain and exacerbates his feelings of hopelessness. The chapter illustrates the powerlessness felt by Duncan's loved ones as they watch him spiral deeper into his pessimistic world. Despite their best efforts to reach out and offer support, he remains unresponsive and trapped in his emotional turmoil. As Mrs. Lewis continues to take care for her son, she seeks the assistance of the York brothers in monitoring media reports. She fears that any coverage of Duncan's injury could further distress him as he diligently checks trending news on his mobile phone. Zachary assures Mrs. Lewis that he will keep a close watch on media coverage to prevent any false or sensationalized information from being published. The chapter elucidates the intricacy of Duncan's inner turmoil and his family's resolute dedication to assisting him in regaining his self assurance and resilience. Although his road to recovery is still unclear, the love and support of his family, especially the York brothers, give him some hope for the future. As a result, we are left feeling sympathetic to Duncan's suffering and annoyance and anxious to watch how he would ultimately overcome his emotional obstacles and set off on a path toward recovery and self renewal.